Hi everyone, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here with your October 2020 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of October, and this reading is for the air sign of Gemini, our beloved twins. I hope you all are doing well, as I always do, safe and healthy during these times, and as reasonably mentally balanced as we can all be. Thanks for taking the time to tune in to this reading, for all your support, feedback, comments, those of you who order and schedule personal readings with me, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, donations, it's all welcome and all appreciated. Thank you so much. So this reading is for Gemini for the last 2 weeks of October 2020. So that's if your sun is in Gemini, your rising, your moon, your Venus, or if you're cross-watching for a Gemini as well. It's all relevant. But of course, being a general reading, they all resonate a little differently for everyone watching. So if you know all your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch them, because they can each bring additional insight and perspective and kind of help you navigate a little better through what's going on in your life, or give you kind of a bigger picture. If you find that any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading or information about that, just click on the description link below, that little arrow, or you'll see some contact details. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So scheduling personal readings is done in a fairly timely fashion. I'm pretty diligent at working with your schedule and mine to get those readings set up as quickly as possible. So email me if you're interested. Okay, Gemini, let's see what the last 2 weeks of October are holding for you. I am currently using Legacy of the Divine Tarot and the Gilded Tarot Royale. Gemini. Alright, Gemini, we begin with the Fool, followed by the Four of Coins, the Six of Wands, and the Knight of Coins. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the last half of October is the Emperor. Gemini, it looks like there's some kind of offer or opportunity that may be coming in, something being offered to you, or the opportunity to, with a Fool, it could actually be a whole brand new journey. In terms of a trip or traveling. So there's some opportunity to start off in a new direction, or start off in a new fashion, or do something which the Fool here might be considered a little bit risky. And it looks like you may not take advantage of it, whatever this offer or opportunity is coming in. And with the Emperor's energy ruling the last half of October for you, it doesn't look likely, because the Emperor is all about structure and control and self-discipline and accountability, and making sure that everything is in alignment and making decisions for the greater good of everyone, which is what the Emperor does, because he rules an entire empire. He's over the kings and queens, he's over everyone. And that's a pretty big job. So he's a pretty by the book, be responsible regardless of what your emotions might be telling you, or your wants and desires and passions might be telling you. The Emperor is all about making the decision for the greater good of everyone, or a particular situation. What is the best and most responsible, mature thing to do. So the Emperor's energy is kind of the main focus or energetic flow during the last 2 weeks of October. And then the Fool is the first one that comes in. And the Fool is, he can represent being foolish or being foolhardy. He's definitely all about stepping off the beaten path to explore new things, throwing caution to the wind and seeing what happens, which can sometimes be kind of risky. He's all about the joy of the adventure, the joy of the journey, not the actual destination so much. In fact, in a lot of depictions of the Fool, he's often accompanied accompanied by a little puppy or something that kind of keeps him from jumping off the cliff or jumping in the pool if there's no water, looking before you leap. The Fool is all about taking risks, which is completely opposite energy from the Emperor. So it's a new opportunity, a new offer, or doing something which may feel a little risky, willing to explore the potential as the Fool is without really considering consequences. With the Four of Coins, this is a card of being cautious, being careful, holding on to what you have. That represents stability and security, even if it's not a lot, because it's a 4, it's a fairly minor number. Coins or pentacles is ruled by the element of earth. So the energy of the element of earth in the tarot, pentacles and coins, is all about the things often in the physical structure of our life that give us that feeling of security and stability, which is often why coins or pentacles points to things like money, finance, resource, property, assets, long-term stable relationships, the things that make us feel safe in our day-to-day world. So the Four of Coins is about holding on to what you have that makes you feel safe and secure. On an emotional level, it can represent not being willing to, being protective, being guarded. Perhaps you've been hurt in the past, and not being willing to kind of, share or give out too much. Sometimes the Four of Coins comes out when somebody's lost a lot in the past, financial, material, emotional, what have you, and it makes them much more cautious about being so free in giving, regardless of what the nature of that giving is. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is success, victory, pretty significant victory after a challenge of some kind, and being publicly recognized for that as well. It can represent, being praised, being recognized for the choices and actions or your hard work. Sometimes in work and career it can represent, receiving a bonus, a promotion, leveling up, an award of some kind. Praise and recognition for what you have done. And then we have the Knight of Coins. Knights usually represent offers or opportunities coming in, which could potentially represent opportunities for change. The Knight of Coins is the Knight of Earth, so he's a little slower than his other three brother knights, much more cautious, much more detail-oriented. It could represent offers of a practical nature, job offers, things of that sort. So let's clarify here. Clarify the Emperor. The Nine of Wands. So this is a card that can represent feeling like you've perhaps maybe hit a barrier, feeling a bit depressed, discouraged, overwhelmed, but not giving up. It's sometimes called the Wounded Warrior card because in some decks the depiction is of this soldier standing up with a bandage around his head. And, this is somebody who's been through quite a bit already. And he may be feeling, tired and can I get through this? Maybe there's one last obstacle or hurdle, something coming in that you feel is a block. But as tens represent completions or a cycle ending or coming to a fulfillment point, this is a card that represents that you're very, very close to completing a cycle, even though it feels very challenging. That last mile is usually the hardest. Those last 5 pounds are usually the hardest to lose. So it's a card about putting one foot in front of the other and just working really hard to get through that last little bit so that you can finish wrapping up whatever cycle you're in. It can be kind of that 11th hour card. It's darkest before dawn. You have what it takes to push through even if you feel like you don't. So this is clarifying the Emperor. So it feels like you're really just trying to be responsible. It may be that you're in a rut of some kind, or it may be that you're in a specific situation that you find challenging and it feels like it's just going to last forever. It's this interminable energy. You may be feeling tired and overwhelmed, maybe needing to take some quiet time off. But even though you're feeling this way, this Nine of Wands energy, the energy of the Emperor is still over that. So, working really hard to be disciplined, to be accountable, to do the right thing. Let's clarify the Fool. The Fool is the very first major arcana card in the tarot. He has the 0 at the bottom of his card. So, it's a card about getting ready to start a new journey or having the opportunity to start a new journey. And it could be, and the Fool is, again, it's throwing caution to the wind and to just step off the beaten path and explore the potential. And it could be, clarify the Fool, please. It could be that you're just feeling, maybe you have a lot on your plate, maybe you're responsible for a lot of things or people, or the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and you might just be kind of fantasizing about jumping in a plane and taking off, or leaving, or, doing something completely opposite to what you normally do, just because you're feeling kind of burdened. Here's another Knight, the Knight of Swords. Information, news, communication coming in. I feel like you've been offered something, or there's some opportunity coming in, it might be, again, because the Fool is about taking a new journey, it could be a literal journey, it could be, the opportunity to go on a trip because you're feeling tired and worn out and exhausted and just tired of being so responsible. It could be that. Or it could be some kind of, another kind of offer or opportunity, financial, material, I suppose it could be love, that is a bit risky or foolhardy. So there's news, information, or conversation coming in about that. Clarify, I was going to say clarify the Knight of Cups, and she just jumped right out. The Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Showing up as a queen, but it's a general reading. Could be a male or a male who's showing up with this type of energy. The Queen of Pentacles is a very practical sort of person. She's the Queen of Earth. She's solid, stable, reliable, probably financially responsible, comfortable, if not well off. She's worked hard to get that way. She has an innate, almost natural talent for navigating the day-to-day aspects of, the physical world we live in. She's very resourceful and capable. She's very nurturing and caretaking as a queen, but she tends to show it in like practical ways, making sure everything's clean, there's enough food, running her home, running her business, and making it kind of all look effortless from the outside. So this could be a specific person with whom this offer or opportunity or conversation is coming from or about. If it's not a specific person, Gemini, it could be the Queen of Pentacles as just an energetic, as an energy, which is, might be an offer or opportunity to increase your financial or material stability as well, or even love, I suppose, if it's a love offer. Let's pull one more card. Clarify Queen of Pentacles. So we've got the Fool, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. One more card for this line. Ten of Pentacles, long-term stability and security, inheritance, a sense of present-day security, financial, material, or emotional, that comes from the long, slow accumulation of what went into to bring it. So this would be, on a financial level, this would be not living paycheck to paycheck. It would be having, a comfortable amount of finances, financial, money, finances, resources, or even, long-term love, like a marriage, a contract, or inheritance, which comes from everything that your relatives went into kind of building that up. So it looks like the offer or opportunity, regardless of the specifics of it, Gemini, is about it's about the it's either about long-term stability and security. It could be, it could be a risky financial investment or venture, which, if it pays off, would provide for you or provide for your family for a long time to come. It could be you're having discussions about this with the person with whom the offer, or persons with whom the offer is coming from or about. I mean, it could be a love offer as well, but perhaps you already have, as the Emperor energy, maybe you already have, you're working really hard to be a responsible, stable person, and you already have, some things built up already. For example, if it's a love offer, maybe you're already married or have a family or something, and you don't want to risk that, because with the Fool kind of ruling these cards in this line, to me it feels like it's foolhardy or it's risky, but you might be considering it because, whatever path you've been on, you're just kind of tired right now, whether it's work or career or, trying to make more money, trying to get to a place where you have this long-term stability and security, whether it's in your finances or your material possessions or even your relationship. So let's clarify the Four of Coins, because it looks like you may talk about it or consider it but not end up taking it because you want to keep what you have already. Maybe you've already made some risky ventures of this same sort in the past, financial, material, projects, relationships, and you're kind of, I don't know. I don't want to go through what I went through before. Clarify the Four of Coins. The Four of Wands, happy home stability, celebrations around home and family. This feels like you're not taking the opportunity, or you're considering not taking the opportunity because it could be because you want to protect your home and family, friends, and loved ones. I mean, if this is an actual physical trip or travel, maybe because of everything going on with COVID right now, it's still kind of a risky deal to get in an airplane and travel and stuff like that right now. So it could be that even though you'd love to kind of go off and go do this thing, take up this opportunity, you don't want to because you want to keep the people you love, your home, secure and safe. If it's a love offer coming in, it looks like you already have a good, stable home life, and you don't want to jeopardize that. If it's financial investment, again, regardless of the details of what the Fool represents, it feels risky, and it feels like even though you might be tempted by it, you might talk about it, you want to do what's best for the people that you care about in your environment, which may mean not taking it. So let's clarify the Six of Wands, because this is a card that represents, victory and success over a challenge of some kind. It might, in this particular instance, Gemini, because it also represents positive recognition as well for something that you've gone through or overcome. So it might be that other people, a particular person or other people, are aware of, what you've been offered, and you're turning it down because you feel ultimately it's the right moral thing for yourself to do. That's your narrative as the Emperor energy. And this is just people kind of praising you for, doing the right thing or taking the right path, or not putting the security and stability you already have at jeopardy. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is taking inventory, reflecting, taking stock over what you have, what you've invested, how much you've invested in what you have in your life today, whether it's finances, materials, possessions, relationship, or all of the above. Taking a look at what you've invested in what you have. Here it looks like maybe taking a look at what you have invested, and how much you have to lose, because let's see what's behind that. The Three of Swords is heartache and heartbreak, perhaps breakup. We have the Ten of Swords, which is betrayal. Let's pull one more. What's underneath that? The Two of Cups, which is the traditional soulmate, kindred spirit energy. Let me just take a look. And here's the Emperor again. It's a different looking Emperor because it's in a different deck. I mean, for some of you, this might be... It might have to do with love offer. I mean, whatever this opportunity is, taking it, it looks like could put your happy home, your stability, your security and safety, that of your home or your family, it feels like it would put that at risk somehow, or that you would stand to risk losing that, losing them, or something of that sort. Whether it's, a love offer, like, the opportunity to cheat or have an affair or something like that, or a financial investment, or traveling. Yeah, it feels like it would put that at risk. and that ultimately you decide not to do it. I mean, we have the Emperor twice because you don't feel that it's the right thing to do. Let's clarify this Knight of Coins. We have the Four of Pentacles again, so we have this card twice, the Emperor twice, the Four of Pentacles, or coins twice, coins in this deck, pentacles in this, holding on to what you have. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Four of Cups. I think ultimately you're not all that interested in this on a very deep level, because here's somebody who is being presented with this cup, an offer, an opportunity. And he's looking at it, but he's not taking action or reaching out to take it. He already has 3 cups upright full. It's like you're looking at it, yeah, this could be interesting. It's a lovely looking goblet. It could be fun. This could be, I'm feeling kind of tired or bored, and this could really be but ultimately it doesn't feel like you're ultimately all that interested in it. And it feels like there's some kind of moral ground underneath that you're also kind of considering. Why the Four of Cups? Hierophant, convention, tradition, the establishment, doing, making decisions that are, conventional decisions to protect the establishment or continue underneath the umbrella of the norm. It's interesting. Well, the Fool is going to represent different things to different people. For some of you, it might be a risky financial investment, a love offer. But taking it would mean, as the Fool would be prone to do, breaking out of the norm and potentially exposing yourself, your home environment, your loved ones, or even friends, exposed in a way that would perhaps cause chaos. And so you don't. Or it looks like the majority of you don't. And because of what it feels like the reasons you're making this decision, it is likely Spirit supported. Let's just pull one card for that. Ooh, jumped right out. Six of Wands again. So we have the Six of Wands twice. You've had 3 cards twice now. So we have the Six of Wands twice. This is what Spirit thinks of this. Victory, triumph after success, recognition of that, whether you're hearing it or not. So yeah, it looks like ultimately, Gemini, you've made the right decision, and it's a decision that Spirit supports. It is Spirit supported, and I feel like because your overall energy is, being responsible, doing the right thing, even though you may feel just kind of worn out and tired, you may want to try to take a chunk of time off, or try to schedule or carve out bits of time for yourself where you can spend some time doing things for no other reason than they give you pleasure and they make you feel good, and they kind of give you a bit of a reprieve from the cares and responsibilities in your life and the worries and concerns. So Gemini, that is your reading for the last half of October. I hope you found it useful. If you did and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, just click on the description link below. Email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the November general readings. Until then, stay safe and well. I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.